I'm living my best life. Made a couple M's with my best friends. Turned all my L's in the last hand.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. You guys might notice the name change on my channel. It says WhitleyCharee now instead of Naturally Charee. And though I will still be doing, hair and head wrap and those kind of tutorials, I also wanted to incorporate, some self-love, self-improvement type of videos. And so this one happens to be one. So please make sure you guys subscribe if you haven't already subscribed, and hit that little alert bell so that you know when I post a new video, because I'm hoping to really encourage you guys to get out of your comfort zone and just change the way that you live so that you can live your best life. So basically this video will be telling you guys or giving you guys a few tips on how you can live your best life, even when you feel like everything isn't really lining up the way you would like it to. So if you want to hear those tips, keep watching. When you want to live your best life, I think the first thing that you really want to remember is that you are only as happy as your mindset. You create happiness. And I think we spend our entire lives thinking that happiness is something that we have to obtain once we get the new job, or we obtain once we get married, or we obtain once we have children, or we obtain once we travel the world a million times over. But this creates a space for us to constantly be unhappy, because once you have attained whatever it was that has now served its purpose of making you happy, you're now looking for something else to attain to make yourself happy. So once you're like, okay, get into a relationship and that'll make me happy. You get into the relationship and now you're like, okay, well now I'm done with that. I want to get married and that'll make me happy. So then you get married and then you're like, okay, well that's great, but now I'm done with that. This is what brings me into my tips. And so for the first thing, if you want to really start to live your best life, you have to practice gratitude. You have to spend more time thanking, or appreciating all of the things that you have in your life now. So like for me, like I try to practice gratitude. I have a gratitude notebook that I write in every morning, and it gives me 3 to 5 things that I am grateful for today. And so you can't write down the same thing every day. You can't just keep saying my friends, my family, and my house or my car. And I think the longer you do it, it really challenges you to really pay attention to the good things you have in your life. And I have yet to run out of things that I've been grateful for. You know what I'm saying? And so being able to receive that, and to hear the things that you have that you kind of don't pay attention to because you spend so much time focusing on the things you don't have, that you kind of overstep or overlook the things that are truly going phenomenally well in your life. And even if it's small, like having a great circle of friends, like that is something to be grateful for, because everybody doesn't have that. And to have a friend that you can call, that you can talk to when your day sucks or your day's rough, like that's something to be grateful for. Having a job, that is something to be grateful for. Being able to pay your bills, something to be grateful for. Fur babies, I love fur babies. Something to be grateful for. And so you want to make sure that you're training your brain to focus more on the great things you have going on in your life and less of the things you don't necessarily have yet or haven't obtained yet. Tip 2. Learning to say no. If you want to learn to live your best life, stop doing shit you don't want to do. It starts there. Like, stop hanging out with people you don't like. Stop going places you don't want to go. Stop accepting invitations to events you have no interest in. Stop doing stuff that you don't want to do. And that in itself makes you miserable. If you get invited to go someplace and you feel obligated to go and you don't genuinely want to be there, you spend the whole time in kind of like this weird mood where you're just kind of like, why am I here? I don't want to be here. So then you now put yourself in a place that's hindering your own happiness. Like, you're doing that. Like, you put yourself somewhere you did not want to be, and now you're upset. So start saying no. And it's like, it's very hard at first, you know? And when I first started practicing saying no, I felt like I would like not say no. I would just always kind of like leave it hanging. And I'd be like,
20 years later.
I'm going to get back to you. But as you practice and as you get in the habit of saying no to things you don't want to do, it absolutely gets easier for you to just be like, not this time, maybe next time. I think today I just kind of want to kick it with myself. You just want to lay low, or I just don't want to go. Boom. So practice saying no. It's definitely one of the most liberating things you can do, and it'll definitely put you on track to living your best life. Tip number 3. Cardi B. Luncheon, y'all. Cardi B out fired. I don't care what nobody say. Anyways, fuel your body with good stuff. And that is... Actually, that can kind of go hand in hand with like declutter. If you follow me on social media, I've been talking about, decluttering and getting rid of everything that you don't have, any real purpose for. Like, I've been holding on to stuff since like college, and I'm just like, I have not utilized, worn, played with, looked at whatever these objects are in years, but yet I just keep putting them in boxes and moving them from house to house to house to house to house to house, and it's just giving me this cluttered feeling, so I'm getting anxious. And so this past week I decided to do like this big like haul of like all of my stuff and just get rid of it, like going minimal, like just if I don't need it, getting rid of it. And like I stopped even going through some of the boxes or some of the bags, because I'm like, if this has been in a box for at least the past year that I've been in my new apartment, right? I have spent a year without whatever it is inside that box. So opening the box, all that's going to do is have you looking at the box like,
oh, yeah, I could totally like have this. Like, I need this in my life.
But you haven't had it, so you don't need it. So when you take away those things, you make room for things that you do like. And so when I started to declutter and get rid of stuff, I started to, get stuff that I actually liked or wanted, decor. Like, I love fluffy pillows. I love pastels. So I started surrounding my house and my room with pastels and light colors because they make me feel calm. They make me feel at ease. They make me feel good. And so these are things that, make me feel good. And that goes as far as, what are you listening to?
Does not mean we can't, listen to Cardi B. Keep it tight. Oh, keep it cute.
But what I'm saying is, like, do you set time aside for you to meditate? Do you set time aside for you to be reflective on your day or your mood or your feelings? And so some days I know that I need a little extra push, so I'm going to listen to music to me that's soothing. Like, I love smooth jazz. And Spotify has this thing, or this playlist I got from another YouTuber, and it's called Piano in the Background. And if you ever just want to hear something quiet and soothing that, doesn't have any words to it, but it could just put you in a place, like Piano in the Background is great for that. And so you want to fuel your body with things that are going to make you calm or make you conscious of what you're feeling. And so those things are important. What you eat, what you watch, what you do with yourself, like all of those things are going to factor into how you feel. And once you're able to control those things, you'll notice that your being responds differently to different things, because now you've kind of created a peaceful aura around you, yourself, and your body. Your space is peaceful, your spirit is peaceful, your mind is peaceful, because you've now dedicated these things to kind of keep you at peace. It's a wonderful feeling, I'm telling you. That brings me to my last tip. Live your life People are forever going to have something to say. It does not matter who they are. It does not matter who you are. It doesn't matter how successful you are, how much money you make, how beautiful you are. It does not matter. People will always have something to say about the way you choose to live your life. And if you continuously let people dictate the decisions that you make because you're worried about what people are going to say about you, you are not living your life. And if you're not living your life, you're stopping yourself from having your best life, the best life that you dream about having, the life where you're carefree and you're liberated and you're happy. You're not ever going to have that by trying to appease everybody, because it's never going to happen. So you have to get to the point where you wake up in the morning and you're like, this is what I want to do. This is what I'm going to do. And this serves me a purpose. You know, if you like yoga, but none of your friends like yoga, don't let that stop you from doing yoga. Go to a yoga class. Make another friend who's already in the yoga class. That way you know that you both like yoga, or at least trying yoga. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't let other people stop you from doing things or trying things because they are going to judge you, or they don't want to do it with you, or any of those things. You have to be comfortable living your life for you. You have to be comfortable trying those things out, even if you have to try them out by yourself, because that is what's going to get you on track, you know, for yourself. And you're going to start to learn yourself a lot more, because you'll be able to identify, like, oh, I really like that, or no, I don't like that, or, you know, stuff like that. Now, these are not all, but definitely a lot of things that you can begin to do to start to live your best life. And if you like this video, please thumbs up and comment below some encouraging things. So people who read the comments can also, you know, get some of that encouragement and some of that feedback, because I know that sometimes the power of other people just kind of giving you positive energies really, really, really help other people really zone in on those feelings, and they start to feel really good about themselves. And I love to make people feel good. So we can do, you know, a comments thread where you just speak good to people. Let people know that they're good, you know. Let people know that they're worthy and that they are, you know, that you are accepting of love and you are receiving love and you are giving love. And so those are the things that I want to make sure that, you know, we are absolutely doing. But if you like this video, thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe. Also, I changed all of my social media names to WhitleyCharee. So if you already follow me, then it does not affect you. If you're searching me, it is now WhitleyCharee instead of Naturally Charee. And for all of the new subbies or new subscribers that I am getting now, please make sure that you follow me on social media so that I can give you daily words of encouragement, affirmations, as well as tips to keep you in the right mind and keep you living your best life. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.
I'm living my best life. Made a couple M's with my best friends. Turned all my L's in the last end.